1. Welcome, everyone, to a Group D matchup we have tonight. I'll be co-hosting here with SomePoorChoices. This is normally where you say hi.
Hi, you're 6.
Yeah, good cue there. Good cue, picking up on things. And we're going to be watching Sandal versus PsychoRaven tonight. Sandal is, I believe, is it 1-1 in the group right now? Or is he? No, he's 2-1 because he took down Nathan. He's 2-1 right now, looking to tie up. Poor Choices at the top of Group D. Would actually hold the head-to-head record there. And PsychoRaven also, I believe he's 0-3 right now, looking to pick up his first win. So let's go ahead and get things underway.
PsychoRaven might be a little underestimated, but I think his aggressive style should counter Sandal's dedicated built decks pretty interestingly. I'm not sure if he'll be able to pull through with it, but if he's able to get those quick starts, we might see something interesting.
Yeah, well,
then again, Sandal always remakes his deck, so you never know. Sandal already starting with an environment. That's got to be terrifying to Psycho, who did not get the best aura start.
Looks like that's reduced entropy right now. Or no, Forest Sanctuary already. And that's
okay, it does not appear... It is hung? Yes. Or
well, I mean, it's on the sign. All he has to do is break the sign. And it's pretty easy. Once it's on a sign like that, you're in pretty good shape.
Right. Does the jump onto the sign hang it, or...?
If he wanted to, when he was up there, if you jump while you're standing on the sign, that gives you just enough height. There's no other way to get enough height. But if you jump while standing on the sign, and then you land next to it, that'll break the sign with your fall.
Alright, from Sandal, I mean, that very possible he didn't break it just to keep it as bait. We do see the Ice Sword come out. Quick hit on Psycho. He does hang it right there. He uses the Ice Sword, so it looks like that was his intent. Psycho going up, realizing it's hung. Starts launching Bullet of Fire, so he does have an attack he can use. Sandal holding on to a few yellows. We'll see what, if anything, Psycho can do to counteract. It looks like he is digging through his arsenal.
Yeah, Sandal also seems to be having issues with his draw. He's at 14 capsules, but at only 5 aura. And that makes me really wonder, what is his win condition here? Because every time when you hang something like this, you got to think about, well, how do I actually win this game? Because you can really cripple somebody's deck, but unless you're able to do enough damage or pop all of their capsules, you still don't win the game.
And we do see a boost mine out of Sandal. His aura is doing much better now. But again, yeah, he is down to 11 skills.
Maybe he's going for the violent change kind of stuff here? I'm not sure.
Oh, we see 2 recalls or possibly a relearn recall. So he's back up. I would not be too surprised to see popping. Another recall, back to 23. PsychoRaven looked like he's slowed down his digging, or he's looking for something specific.
He uses the heat, which is going to work against him.
Which, that might have not been the best call. Yeah, I would agree with that. Although he's got, well, Sonic Boom, but he can't. He's going to have a hard time getting through the Glacial.
Or the Flash Hole.
Well, yeah. 2 more environments out of Sandal. Looks like he was going to... had 3 of them ready to hang, or actually probably relearned, recalled. Well, if it's still hung, it wouldn't have been recalled, correct? Or does it count as played?
So it does look like he's going for the violent change to take out using recalls and relearns.
Yep.
We'll have to see if he's able to get it rolling correctly enough, because if he doesn't, he still needs 4 violent change to win the game, unless PsychoRaven picks something up on his own.
Which he might do, because right now he's just got the Bullet of Fire. And I think it's just a matter of time before Sandal catches it with the Flash Hole.
PsychoRaven not picking up anything on his own.
No, I think he knows what Sandal's going for, but
he did pick up 1 aura particle. But Sandal doesn't wait for the 3rd one to spawn, so he still needs 3 more in order to kill him.
Psycho doing a good job manualing it, but again, there's nothing he can really do. Hits the Glacial.
And with the Quantum Decay, I'll have to see how this plays out for him. Because he's down to 9 capsules himself. He needs to get back to recall and have 3 more, or well, now I guess Raven did pick up a skill.
Yeah, that was an interesting move, but Raven, though, definitely picked up an aura, and I think he might have picked up a skill. Looks like he's tempted to pick up more aura.
There's the Mephisto's Pact. Is that going to be a boost?
Looks like he's looking for it. Psycho doing a good job. I wonder if he kind of suspects anything. He's just trying to make sure that Psycho, or that Sandal can't get off a violent change.
If that's boost mine recall, then that's a good position to be. I mean, somewhere in there, I think a diabolical trick would be really useful. I don't know if he has one himself.
Healing water out of both of them.
He has just about one of everything in this deck, though. Dear goodness.
We do see another purple, but yeah, you're right. Without the recall, I mean, he now has less capsules than Raven. I don't know. This might have come out sideways for him. He might not have what he needs.
Well, now he finally hits the recall, relearn recall.
That should do it then.
There's another recall. He's got another yellow.
Possibly a relearn. Maybe another recall. Still holding on to the Glacial and the Flash. It's like PsychoRaven's dug pretty deep. All he has is the Bullet of Fire.
Yellow doesn't seem to be a recall or relearn. Might be a relearn, but he hasn't used anything in a
waiting on a violent change, perhaps?
Could be that, or waiting on another recall. One thing that I'm interested to see here is if nobody takes damage for long enough, the timer goes into an automatic, like, panic mode. And so Sandal would almost be in his best interest to take damage from a Bullet of Fire.
I mean, he could certainly, afford it.
Alright, well now that's going to finally put him in the range.
That should be the last violent change. Just waiting for the capsules to spawn.
As long as that doesn't go into panic mode, and he's able to pop those last two, he should have plenty of time for him to bleed out. But I would still take a Bullet of Fire just once, so that way the clock doesn't go into panic mode.
Does self-damage count for that clock? Because I'm wondering if I'm surprised we haven't seen it yet.
You know, I haven't really tested it thoroughly, to be honest. The Mephistos could.
The Mephistos might count because I don't think anyone's taken a direct hit.
It also might not count if somebody's bleeding out because he's slowly taking damage, so that might also reset the clock. I don't know what its parameter is. If somebody gets hit by an attack or if somebody takes damage. You know, I'm not 100% clear on that, but this is going to go to Sandal. I think any damage might register. Game 1 to the mad scientist of Phantom Dust.
I don't think Psycho's going to be very happy with that loss. Wasn't able to get the early aggression to try to throw
I wouldn't be happy with that loss either, honestly, you know?
It's very frustrating. It's very frustrating. We'll
I've said it before and I've said it again. I would not want to play a best of 5 against Sandal.
No. You got to give him respect. It's hard to deal with, but at the same time, yes. Being in that situation is just heartbreaking.
Yeah, he's one of the last players I'd ever want to play in a best of 5. Seriously, give me Idum, give me Xanxus, Esper 51. I don't want to play Sandal.
I feel you on that one.
Here we go into Highway. Whoops. Let's see.
Alright, Sandal good aura start. Raven also good aura start. Bregan hits me with the Bloody Ritual, which slows down my death. Yeah.
See, Sandal going aggressive. Loses a shield. I didn't see exactly what shield or to what. Purple aura out of Sandal. Green aura out of Raven. I know he saw some reincarnations, and it sounded like one got flash hold, but I can't be 100% certain what happened there.
Right. We do see Sandal holding on to another purple. I'd be interested to see if it's level or any sort of a race. Raven might be traumatized enough to have already brought an orb.
Is this going to be the first?
Aura or green aura? Looks like a yellow aura.
Oh, he does
actually
have yellow.
Opti.
Well, Sandal
so
just used
deck.
Mephisto's Pact. Looks like this is going to be his first highway game where he does not bring that obscure call violent change deck.
I mean, I hope so. I hope not for Raven's sake. That's
Disintegrate
we
goes
do see
down,
Disintegrate
and it hits.
Catch. So that yellow was not an orb or amulet. Didn't
Ballsy
see what it was before Raven used it.
But he gets it off. Sandal just
Raven maybe not expecting it.
One dirty bastard. That's all I can say.
Raven now taking the Rians, kind of in a tight spot. Doesn't have any aura.
He did it to him when he was on
Sandal,
his capsules, and he got hit by it, and he's just going to eat reincarnation after reincarnation for a while.
Yeah, Sandal looks like he's very content to spam it from those angles to try to pick him off. Well, there we go. Good angle.
He's got 2 aura now. I don't know what shield he has, but there he goes. He's
Wall of Current.
Able to answer back at this point.
That'll hold on for a little while. Looks like he's going to try to dig and try to get something more. Ooh, does take a life-giving sword.
I think that was Mistblade.
Drops him down to 2. Oh, well, probably.
Sandal is a huge proponent of Mistblade.
Yeah, he's at 5 aura now. We do see the Angel's Wing. It tricks the defense, and he's able to get...
Yeah, he fakes out the defense, and then the Mistblade finishes him off. Sandal, with a strong game 2, has taken complete control of this series. It's going to be up to PsychoRaven now to see if he can swing back some momentum on our 4th map here, City. If not, Sandal's closing this series out fast and hard.
And Psycho he has some good moves, but there's not much you can do when you get down in the count behind these sort of jank arsenals. We're not seeing any particular answer to the environments or to the erase skills out of PsychoRaven.
Yeah, that's twice now. I mean, the Disintegrate, call that bad luck if you must. But on Palace, you know, it seems a disservice to me to play somebody like Sandal and not bring at least 5 environmental killers.
3 turbulences and 3 recalls?
Yeah, basically. And then all you need is just a flame sword, and that's how you win. Oh, yeah. Sandal
it's tough.
Playing super clean Phantom Dust right now. Looking scary. This will leave him.
We see him hesitating for a little bit.
It leaves him at 3-1, and all he has to do is finish playing Evolution. He could end up with a win here and a win versus Evolution. He could top this group.
Right. He does have the tiebreak against me. It would put him at the top. So I'm a little biased.
Whoops.
But
I don't mean to break that sign.
I don't want to see that happen. Any collateral damage from it?
I sure hope not.
They both look like they're at 20.
Yeah, we see Sandal going in. I'm going to watch just for a second. Sandal going in with the Excalibur early and hits the Lightning Sword onto Sandal. Good move by Raven. Knocks Sandal off the map.
Sandal holding on to that environment.
Now he's got an environmental. We'll have to see what he's got.
Yeah, I would see if Raven... There's so many places on this map to hang.
He's got a Faith Aura, and he was running Psycho.
Raven does have the better spawn, though.
So it is just a Lunar Force. This is an actual straightforward deck out of him, looking to get extra damage off of the
Fire
Excalibur.
Gehenna breaks Raven's skill. Raven's still closing the gap. We'll see what he's got.
I mean, he's basically in a horrible spot right now because he's going to get 7 damage Fire Gehenna 3 times in a row.
Oh,
Sandal, though,
blows back and
taking
forth
a lot of damage. And he finally takes game 3.
By PsychoRaven.
PsychoRaven manages to turn a bad situation to his advantage and takes down Sandal on City. We'll have to see if this is the start of the epic comeback or if Sandal is just going to come out mad. But we move to Lane, which is a map where it is very difficult to pull off these kind of shenanigans. I just like to note with the bands and what we've played. We saw Sandal Shenanigan Palace, Shenanigan Highway, but then we had Panorama and Refinery Band, which are 2 high-risk, high-reward shenanigan maps where he could have played that stuff and gone really cute. But on Lane and on Sign, that's not as easy. So this is a much more even playing field for Raven now that he's got Sandal down to the back 2 maps. Pulling out that
But we
win
did
on
just
City was
see
huge because he
a
could have done something
straightforward
cute
map
there.
from Sandal. Yeah, he did something straightforward, high damage, Fire of Gehenna. Be interesting to see if he had some crazy things in that deck, but at the same time, it looked straightforward from where we were. We see him hesitating again. I'd be interested to see if after getting beat with a straightforward deck, if he goes back to something crazy.
Well, and the thing is it's tough to say what would he use here that's super crazy. Lane's not a real good map for that kind of stuff.
No, but if anyone had something particularly for this. So we see them both start with attacks. They both off to good aura starts.
Yeah, they got opposing spawns. We do see some slide lasers coming out of Sandal towards Raven. Raven on his way over to his base, though, with +2.
Sandal coming in close, trying to... Looks like
Psycho
he's trying to get an angle.
Spear,
Psycho
dodged.
Spear, not able to connect. Sandal keeping those high angles, though. We haven't seen his other attack, correct? He does pick up a defense.
Yeah, we haven't seen everything else Sandal has. He does have a purple aura, so we know it's Faith Optic. We've seen the Psycho out of Raven, and he does have a red aura,
Yeah, we have
so that's all we have confirmed.
Psycho out, yeah. Hasn't used that shield yet. I'll keep my eye on him. Looks like he's using the hiding right now, waiting for his capsules to spawn. Fortress of Iron, so we have Psycho Nature out of Psycho Raven.
Yep. Playing up to the name with the Psycho. See what
I mean, if
Sandal's
you really
got
want to
here.
stretch it, ravens are very from nature, being birds and all.
Oh, well, this is the last
Anyway.
game you'll ever have commented by Poor Choices, so everybody say goodbye now.
I think that's fair. Okay, we do see the reverse. Psycho looked like he just burned through an environmental right there. Not sure what he would have had.
You see
Tiger
the,
Strength out of Sandal.
It's actually a trance, but he does get nice 8 damage out of
sorry.
it, so that was a good trade. Raven, looking to find himself a safe
Stuck
spot.
relying on the fortress and the reverse. Both of them too much high cost to deal with the laser spam. He does pick up an attack. Be interesting to see if he tries to close the gap to get out of the range of the easy lasers. Sandal trancing again.
Uses it kind of early, honestly. I would have waited until I was up there. Tiger Strength, I don't care as
Raven
much,
looks like he's
but
hiding.
with trance, you know, you only get so much time, and it costs a health each time. Yeah, Raven basically just hiding in a corner, not willing to go back out there.
Sandal not worried about constantly trancing up, though. Oh. Was that Aura Cannon?
That was the Aura Cannon, didn't connect. Raven looks like he's moving in towards Sandal's base again. Feeling confident.
Sandal trancing again. Not worried about it. Another Psycho Spear, doesn't connect. Manual aimed lasers, Psycho good with the Fortress.
Have we seen what Psycho's got? Oh, he does have a
great
third
shot.
one.
He does have another Psycho Spear.
Sandal
He's
in
able
a
to
rough
hit
spot
Sandal.
now.
Now down to 7.
Does
Psycho Raven
overwrite an
doesn't look like he has
attack,
any
I'm pretty
attacks.
sure.
I'm assuming this is probably a memory of Battle Arsenal.
Out of Sandal? Or you would
Out of
yeah,
Psycho
out of
Raven.
Raven. It could be possible, yeah. Sandal is overwritten for 2 attacks now. Could be a double agonies here.
Looks like he's closing the gap. So yeah, very possible. He does use another trance. And he's looking like he's getting to the wall. I don't
If
know.
that gets reversed at him, he's in big trouble. There's one.
Oh, there it is. And there's the reverse.
That's going to be it.
Oh!
Game 4 goes
Wonderful.
to Raven.
Perfect reverse.
Like I said, this is where
good
Raven wanted
call.
to be, is these back-end maps. Making it here was a big deal. And now it is tied 2-2, heading into Sign.
Looks like Raven was not able to deal with some of the early craziness, but Sandal looks like he's underestimated him just a little bit on the back end of the maps. Coming at him with aggression, trances, high damage attacks, and
that was just so risky
really
with
coming
the
back to haunt
agonies
him.
of death there. Like he knew he had the
He
reverse.
had seen the
he didn't
reverse.
have anything else to combo with it, and he just throws out the agonies and it gets reversed back at him. He's got no way to block it himself.
I will say his thinking, though, was probably that it was going to be a blind angle. It did come from almost exactly underneath. He probably heard it coming, but at the same time,
Yeah, you can block
it's
that by
not
sound
crazy to
pretty
think
easily.
you can get it through. But I see where he was going, but he definitely paid for that one. We see him hesitating again. He's probably going through I think I know what he's bringing, but I'll wait till we're actually loading, just in case.
We'll have to see if he's able to bring something
I
else.
think it's going to
here.
be. I think it's going to be his bravery deck with the call bravery. Both of them off to good aura starts. Sandal has a mix of attacks and a defense. He doesn't look like he's running anything too crazy. PsychoRaven, the one with the erase skill right now, 6 aura.
See a slide laser
Sandal
out of
looks like
Sandal.
that's Faith. PsychoRaven has Faith. It looks like a dark hole. Yep, dark roll.
Ghost get the laser caught by the dark hole. Still gonna have to break that too. It's always a shame when you lose an attack to a shield and you're not able to break it.
Oh, a little bit of lag there.
Reincarnation.
Raven looks like he's biding his time.
Running his own Aura Cannon deck, but Sandal is willing to waste his own flash hole on it.
I think that's probably a good trade. PsychoRaven, though, already up to 8 aura. So
I'm still just not a big fan of Aura Cannon in 1v1. It's not a skill I think that you should be relying on, and I think that was one of the big flaws with Sandal on lane. I just don't think Aura Cannon as a deck style or as a skill is very good in 1v1.
I would agree with that. I think it's fast, it's got decent homing, it's very good when you can pair it with something else. But on its own, it's okay to cartwheel. I don't know how jumpers can deal with it, if it's a direct shot, but...
Jumper can't jump it, but like if you know it's coming, like...
Oh, we do see the combo with the... I don't know what he comboed into it, but he had the disintegrate. But yeah, the combo is not able to land.
Looks like it must be an amulet or an orb out of PsychoRaven there.
Okay, so it's finally bringing something to deal with the erase. Vicious?
It looks like Vicious into Disintegrate. Could have also been Judge of Ares. I'm not sure. Only 2 health lost. Okay. I think Judge of Ares takes 3.
Either way, very interesting combo. PsychoRaven looks like he was ready for it. He clearly has Orb or Amulet, something to deal with the erase.
Better prepared this match.
All right, the Willow hits, the Rian does, or I'm sorry, the Willow misses, the Rian hits. Looks like they were both trancing up to use skills. Sandal does eat a Willow. Oh, they're just neck and neck right here.
Another back and forth, Rian but hits. He gets a lead there.
Sandal looks like he trances again, ready to address.
Oh, and he's got the Mistblade. PsychoRaven needs to have an answer now. That's it.
Oh, it does not look like he has an answer.
Sandal
sword at the back.
Takes the series, but it was very close. PsychoRaven taking him all the way to the limit, getting to the back half of the maps where you want to be against Sandal, and takes a 3-2 victory now, which leaves him 3-1 in series. Sandal with a strong performance tonight.
Very good matches out of Raven. He looked like he had it for a while. When they came to trading damage, he was usually on the better end of those trades in the early maps, but just not able to capitalize on it on the final map there. All in all, though, very good set.
Yeah, it was a great set. We'll have more Group D coverage coming at you.